Sometimes even the finest grounded coffee beans need a good filter.
Welcome to Nightblog. That is a wig. All right, you're doing good. All right, Marv Alberts, famous sports announcer.
Famous, what's he sound like?
I can't remember.
Impersonate
I
him
don't
now.
watch sports. Brrr. Oh, sports. All right, real or wig?
Most people like this that wear like a headset, I imagine, can get away with a wig a lot better because he's got some regrowth, and I'm gonna say wig.
Wig. All right, we're running out of some time. Let's go a little bit faster.
Okay.
All right, Dean Martin.
Dean Martin, real.
Wig.
Ah!
All right, Audrey Hepburn.
Real.
That is real.
Okay, I just don't want to keep getting them wrong.
All right, Amelia Clarke from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
In this picture.
In this picture?
In this picture on the show. Is that her hair? Is that a wig?
It's a wig.
That is a wig. Good job, man. Every single time I walk into Target or a store that has the automatic doors, I time it. I know how it works now. Right before I get to it, I do this. So the door is open.
I just did that. So yesterday I was amiibo hunting, right?
Okay.
And I walk up to Meyer, and I always think in my head, I know the door's going to open by itself, and yet I still think, should I force push it? I should probably force push it, shouldn't I? And I get closer, and I do it, and every time I just feel this small sense of magic.
Yep.
Just a little one.
Oh, I do it all the time. And my wife looks at me like, why do you do that? I'm thinking, I tell her, why not? I do it when
the force is all around us.
I do it when I'm by myself, and then I realize like there are probably like people walking into Target like, why is he waving his hands around?
You know what I'd rather think is that they actually think you open the door.
I hope so.
Like,
I wish.
It's not an automatic door?
If you ever see me at Target, that's what I'm doing. I'm open. It's me. Thank me for opening the door for you.
One time you're going to walk through, and it'll open on its own, but it wasn't an automatic door. And then you'll realize.
I walked into an automatic door that didn't open because it was locked. Black and white house. I'm going, you know what? I'm wanting CG. It's time for CG.
I'm calling it CG because if you look, there is very modern housing behind this. And that is a very old-looking house with a very classic car. And I see some architecture and power.
Power? They had electricity.
I know they had, but that specific looking. Okay.
I don't think it's changed, but I'm still going CG. I mean, I'm sure that housing, that's like row-type housing, kind of. But I still say CG.
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 CG?
CG.
CG. It's a miniature.
Oh.
It's real. You're messing with us.
You. Oh, what?
What?
Was that the picture? That's how they did that?
That's not that one. This is another one. This guy does this. He's got a flicker full of this stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Unreal how real it is.
That
just blew my mind.
Does he have a job?
He's like old.
He has a flicker, he said.
Does he have a family?
He flicks.
Bing.
Bing.
Okay.
Now I want you to play it once.
You want me to play it
Yeah,
once?
go for it.
See how I do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to see how the designer says this level should be taken.
All right. Let's see. Let's see if I can still do it.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Now that right there, I did this so many different times to get it just right, so that way the shell would come as close as possible to you.
So you toyed with the butt puckering technique.
I toy with it all the time. I'm gonna edit that little comment out. And these
always wear a helmet.
Once again.
Don't edit me out, bro. Don't censor me, bro. So really, you understand the mechanics of the helmet.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Well, apparently. Not a helmet in general.
Oh no.
Oh, you see?
Oh,
It's not so easy. Now firefish. Which is not sushi, for it is not cooked. Do not consume raw fish without consulting a doctor if pregnant. Oh.
I do love sushi.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that the name of your dog?
No.
Oh.
That's Samba. My dog's my parents' dog.
I do love my sushi too. That's what I call my wife. I love my sushi.
I just call my wife the wife.
Ah, that was the white girl, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Pumpkin spice.
That's how it's done.
Okay, so you don't even have to address him.
No.
Okay. Well done.
Thank
Good
you,
level,
sir.
Mario Maker.
High school. I totally would have done solo and ensemble with this.
Nightblog, Season 1, Episode 11, Shot 2, Take 1.
I did one solo ensemble.
I did none.
I didn't like it. It was stupid.
I wasn't talented enough.
Neither was I. Somebody talked me into it. I'm like, I don't want to, and I did it, and we got a B or something. I don't know.
B for basic instrumentation.
Was it a 2? They did like 1 through 2, and then S.
S?
I don't know.
Did you get a 1 or 2 or an S?
You get 1, 2, 4, S.
Is that a B?
Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
think S is just, you're disqualified. All right.
Ready?
Hold on. Just like, it's shuffled.
Read me a story.
So every night, when we close out the Nightblog, we're going to tell you a story, but we are going to tell you a different story, a story you've never heard before.
We've never heard before.
Every single night by using our story game cards. So Jay, start us off.
You got it, Vlad. Once upon a time, there was a girl with no hands. This is already tragic.
Very tragic.
I already feel bad, too, because no matter what happens, this is a sad story.
Because she has no hands. And it makes life very hard for her not having hands. She just had nubs and had to do this. Made typing very hard.
The reason she didn't have hands is because she encountered a witch when she was very young. She actually had 6 hands at the time. She cursed the witch when she came to her door, and she took all of them. And now the witch has 8. And they experienced this under the sea.
Where they all lived. Happily until the witch took the girl with no hands.
Which we learned from Disney that nothing good happens under the sea with a witch. And some girls lose their voices, others lose their hands.
But that is somewhat copyrighted. So one day, though, the girl with no hands, cursed by the witch, is cursed with a harsher problem. She has to call Comcast cable customer service.
And she has to use voice dial.
And it just doesn't hear her right, so she doesn't even get a customer rep to berate her.
Operator.
Customer operator. It doesn't work. But fortunately for her, the witch made a death ray.
That is fortunate.
Because then, instead of being aimed at the girl with no hands, who did the witch point the death ray to?
Comcast.
And thus, saving the girl from having to deal with poor customer reps. And in the end, not only did the witch make a death ray that ended up helping her, she found courage to face the Comcast reps and a gun. The end. Sweet dreams.
Have you told them to subscribe yet?
Like and subscribe to our last episode.
Completely forgot that.
You know what? We're new to YouTube. Right?
Right.
Is that what we're on?
Yeah.
If this is Vimeo, YouTube sucks.
We're on Friendster, okay?
Friendster.
Actually moved to MySpace video.
Is Friendster the swipe right thing?
No, it's Tinder. Friendster is the social networking before even MySpace.
Okay. So Friendster isn't like looking for friends? Like,
I assume it is.
there's a lot of sad people.
I'm a sad person.
So
let's do our opening.
Okay, go for it.
Will you start?
I start?
Yeah.
What
You
do I say?
I like movies. He studies movies.
Okay, perfect.
Or
Okay.
he
Has
has
a
a
degree in
degree.
movies. Okay.